We're here with Maddy Haberberger, aka Sandy Dombrowski, in the high school's production of Grease. And we're just going to talk about the production and everything. You saw it, didn't you? So what'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I think everyone that was involved is really talented, and it was cool to see them shine.
It was cool seeing, especially kids that sometimes, like, I don't even hear them talk in person. Like, I'll see them pass in the hallway, and then I see them on the stage, just like singing their lungs out and everything. It's really cool.
Their lungs out.
Yeah, they sing their lungs out, but definitely it's cool how they it brought in some different stuff. Like, it wasn't exactly like the movie and everything. Like, not everyone expected, but it was really good. Really impressive how they made things work with what they had. So we're gonna ask Sandy some questions here. All right. So, what was it like doing such a big, like, famous film, like something everyone knows? What was it like putting on a show like that?
It was scary because we have to do justice to the movie because everybody that knows the movie loves the movie, and they kind of expected the movie. But it's also exciting at the same time because hopefully that means that if you're doing a show that people like, that they'll want to come see it. So ticket sales were pretty high.
Yeah, they were sold. It was sold out. Sold out quite a few
We
times.
sold out the second weekend's Saturday night and Sunday shows, and then every show we had like maybe 20 seats left. It was really, really crowded.
Were you in like the first weekend at all or anything?
The first weekend, Rizzo and Sandy were played respectively by Reagan Hockman and Grace Bender, who are both juniors. And then the second weekend, I played Sandy, and Maddy Haberberger played Rizzo.
Did Zach play?
Zach was Danny the whole time. Everybody else was the same.
Okay. So, what's it like working with family in this? Like, I mean, probably a lot of stress and everything. So, what's it like working with your mom and your sister?
It's cool. It's fun. It adds a very different dynamic than doing shows with people that you're not so close with. I mean, beyond just my mom and my sister being involved, you're with these people so much that they pretty much become family. Like, there's 5 or 6 of us that work all together, so every time we work, we'll be working together because we're always at rehearsal all the other days, and we're with each other all day at school, so the whole cast gets super, super close. And somehow we don't get tired of each other, which baffles me.
It's impressive.
So Sandy and Rizzo, they fought a lot, and that was you and your twin sister. And are those fights like what it's really like?
Kind of. I mean, I couldn't really retaliate like I would in real life because I had to follow the script. But
You ever punched her?
no, she's the one. I shouldn't say
that.
Yeah, it definitely. Our director always says that you need to try to relate real life stuff that happens to you to what's happening in the show. So definitely, we would try to draw on experiences where we've been angry with each other.
Throughout the show, what was the most difficult scene to do?
The most difficult scene, personally, was probably the ending. Just because first of all, it's very difficult to justify transforming yourself into someone that you're not to impress a boy. I hate that.
Was that a wig?
It was a wig. We had to like shove it on my head. And I had to wear those pants the whole time.
Because how'd you get those pants on? You wore them
I
the
had to
whole
wear
time.
them. I put them on right before Hopelessly Devoted to You, and then whenever we would go backstage to change, they would just rip everything off and try to fix the pant legs and get the wig on. Everything was a mess. So that it was hard changing, and it was hard changing yourself for this boy. Like, that's a horrible message for people.
Yeah.
But everyone likes it. And then it was hard to be, because she's so confident and beautiful, and everyone has their eyes on her, and I was very uncomfortable with that.
All eyes on you, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, horrible.
Huh.
But I mean, it was fun too. It's a fun number, and everybody loves it. I mean, everybody always sings the song and everything.
That was incredible,
You
yeah.
want to give us a little?
No. Wait, me? Her.
No.
You should have went to Greece.
Yeah,
to see
you should have came.
It was sold out, so you probably couldn't have. But what about? Did you ask most memorable scene?
No, I was gonna.
So,
Okay.
so
Most memorable?
Yeah, most memorable.
Summer nights, just because it's summer nights. But
Oh, yeah.
I think the coolest thing that I've ever gotten to do is hopelessly devoted to you because it was just me alone. And from the first show I ever saw was Peter Pan. And seeing that show and seeing everyone perform, it's always been my dream to stand alone on the stage and just sing my face off. And I got to do that, so that was really cool.
That was the first time?
Yeah.
Wow. So, speaking of first time, yeah, you're right. I mean, maybe not. You got bright future. But speaking of the first time, like, from your first show to now, what's been, like, the thing you had to improve on the most? And what was that first show you did?
The first show I ever did was at Penn-Trafford. It was all over whenever my sister and I were in 6th grade. My brother was in 4th grade. They had auditions for kids in 4th through 6th grade to be in the children's ensemble. So Livy and Max and I did it, and Reagan did it. That's how I became friends with Reagan. So since that show to now, it's been 6 years, I want to say.
About,
done everything
roughly.
together. That's how it all started, was Oliver. I think we didn't really understand when we were little, like, how big of a thing it was that we were involved in. We just kind of went and we had fun. And we got to sing and dance, which is what we like to do. But once you get to the high school and you see how, like, professional grade it actually is and how much work you truly have to put into it, you get a whole new perspective.
Well, yeah, and if I didn't go see it, I know I would have no clue. Like, I'm so glad I did, because I see, like, how much work you put in, how talented everyone is, and, like, it's just mind-blowing, honestly. And so, like, how much preparation, like, if you had to give it a number, like, how many hours would you say you put into this?
So many.
So
We
many.
start rehearsals. We start January 2nd, and it is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for 3 hours. And then at the beginning of March, we add Wednesdays. So we're from March until the show, we're rehearsing 5 days a week. And then the week of the shows, we get here at like 4:30 every night, and we run the show. And we stay as long as we need to. So the week before opening, we were here every night until close to 11 o'clock, just because things weren't working. We had to figure out all the lighting cues. It was our first time using mics and costumes, and we had to figure out how to move all the sets, which was very hard because there were so many sets in this show. So we really didn't expect it to come together as well as it did for Friday. The first time that we ran the show the whole way through without stopping was Thursday night before we opened. So it was crazy, but we work our butts off. So.
Hey, cheers.
Max has said that he was sick of hearing you and your sister singing around the house.
Which is
all
rude
day.
because we're not even home, Max, to sing. So, I mean, I think he came twice, 3 times to see the show. He said he liked it.
He could probably sing all the songs too now.
Oh, yeah. He wishes he was up there singing.
Yeah. So I mean, looking out at that, like, the last bow you did, what was it like knowing that's your last? I mean, I saw we saw tears throughout the show, like
Sad.
yeah, so a lot of tears. Like, what was it like?
It was very sad, particularly the last show, just because it's the last show. But just the whole experience, we didn't anticipate it going as well as it did because we had so much trouble making it work. And then once we got to that opening night Friday and the audience started clapping before David even sang his first note, it was pretty magical. And then selling out for a Sunday show, let alone 2 shows in a row, it was just unbelievable. And it was such a fun experience because we're just up there doing what we love with our best friends, and you never get the chance to do something like this again. So knowing that it's our last time, especially since it's been for so long that we've all been working hard together and everything. So it was very sad. I started crying during You're the One That I Want. But everyone was pretty emotional. But we were very proud too. It was happy tears.
And we were all pretty proud to be a Warrior. And so you heard it here. You heard it here from Maddy Haberberger. And yeah, that pretty much wraps up the theater season. And yeah, we wish her good luck in her future endeavors. And that's it.